Let's go to FedEx. FedEx Ed. FedEx Ed.
Stop listening to your radio. It's a year, and we still have to tell people this.
He's been waiting 20 minutes just to say happy first anniversary or happy first year at XM, and I think he fell asleep or something.
Yeah.
He's a major fan of the show. He runs a website called oavirus.com that has a lot of our old shows. Our shows before XM.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, hello?
Oh, you're there.
Yeah, sorry about that. You guys got to start using UPS, because every time you say FedEx, I don't know whether you're talking about me or somebody else.
Oh, FedEx Ed, what's up?
Oh, boy.
I just wanted to wish you guys a happy, an anniversary. Happy birthday, guys.
All right, thank you, Ed.
All right, punch it out.
All right.
We were on a streak there with the calls. What was that, 3 in a row that actually worked?
Yeah, we were doing
That's
all right
our
there.
all-time one-year streak of good callers.
We're back with the Opie and Anthony Show. Bob Kelly helping us out today. So here's the story. Just a weird night between the stupid email from the program director, and then I Google our names, which I do every day or every night, see what's going on, because they like to attach us to a lot of news stories.
Which is fine.
This ditty popped off. I'm like, what?
Except for this one.
What? And we've said over the years, all press is good press.
Except when these words are in front of it.
Yeah, no kidding. No kidding.
I'm Chris Hansen from Dateline NBC.
Oh, my God.
We've been looking at one of your fan websites.
Let me make this perfectly clear. We have nothing to do with it.
I'll make this perfectly clear.
It's like 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon. They decided, let's make sure we get Opie and Anthony in the story.
Well, why don't we read the story?
Well, the headline. This is just going to be terrific for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Website host possessed child pornography. Yeah, that's the headline. And of course, the first line.
Dug out Doug? No.
Of course, the first line of the story has to mention Opie and Anthony. You know, they've done research on people and how they read newspapers and stuff. And do you know that most people will read the first, maybe second paragraph of every story, and then it gets to the point and then fades away, and then you move on to the next story?
Yeah.
That's a fact. They've done research, so they make sure they hit you hard in the first paragraph or two, knowing that most people would stop reading after that. They got enough info, and they want to move on to something else.
Right.
So,
Steve from Bayshore wants to know, were they bathtub pics of the Hughes brothers?
Yeah. That picture's up, right?
The pictures of you two in the bathtub?
My brother has decided to, put all our kid pictures up on his MySpace account.
Really?
And I think there is a picture of all of us in a bathtub together.
Uh-oh.
How old are you?
That could be trouble.
17?
17. All washing each other.
Just got done with a softball game. After work. Working at the Home Depot.
So I guess there is a picture out there somewhere. But anyway, so here's the story, and it was picked up by the AP, which is just terrific. Website host possessed child pornography. A Bronx man who maintains an unofficial fan website based on the Opie and Anthony radio show.
At least they said unofficial.
Yeah, but usually the first sentence of the story is the most important sentence in a story. Why do they have to start the story with that?
When I first read it, all I was thinking is, please, officer, I have a job to go to. Is there any way we can work this out?
Anthony's doing an impression of Steve, the executive producer of the Opie and Anthony show.
Everybody knows that.
Want to make sure everyone is on board.
Why are you explaining?
I was only joking.
I was only joking.
Steve kind of talks gay at times.
Put me in my cell. I have nothing to do but sit here. Maybe I'll just sing.
He has to
That makes me laugh, man.
I love it.
You know, Steve really did go to his registry, he burned a hard drive.
I better get rid of this.
He punched his Dell.
I'll tell you, all the fan sites, though, they're all over this story. And I saw one post that made me laugh really hard because they said, that we have a new product that we were just about to introduce to the Opie and Anthony fans.
Yeah.
And it's the Opie and Anthony magnet. And someone wrote, "It's too bad that this product or whatever isn't coming out until next week because a bunch of us could have used this today." And it's a picture of 2 huge magnets with our logo on it. That made me laugh really hard, whoever did that. But anyway, website host possessed child pornography. A Bronx man who maintains an unofficial fan website based on the Opie and Anthony radio show has been sentenced to 4 months in jail after admitting to possessing nearly 100 images of young children involved in sexual activity on his personal laptop.
100.
We have nothing to do with this guy. He's a fan of the show, and he ran a...
Look at us just separating ourselves from...
No, you know what?
have nothing to do with this gentleman.
He was an Uber fan. He ran a website, like what, a lot of our old bits.
It was OA Virus.
OAvirus.com.
OAvirus.com, which is still up. If you want to check out, maybe you could find a nook and cranny and find some porn on there.
When we got kicked
Highlight the whole site.
Yeah.
When we got kicked off the radio, he was one of these guys that kind of kept it going because people were really bummed out, and he started throwing all our old stuff on a website.
Yeah.
And the word got around. You go here, you could get your fix of Opie and Anthony until they get back on the air eventually. He was pretty huge as far as the fans go, especially when we weren't on the air anymore.
Last night we were sitting around the house and trying to figure out who it is and what website they're from, and Opie's on the phone, and the guy's name was Ed, so it said in the paper Ed, and we speculated who it was, and Opie said, they're starting to say that it's this guy from OA Virus, and my girlfriend goes, "No, his name was Edwin." And then she went like, "Oh, my God, Ed." Like it hit her like, oh, geez, it is this guy.
Wow.
Yeah.
He went by the name of FedEx, I think.
FedEx, sure.
How do you get caught? This is my thing.
Well,
stuff's on my...
hold on.
Well, that's in the story.
This is what makes the story really interesting. The photos that the defendant has admitted to possessing were actual children who have been victimized and sexually exploited for no other purpose than to satisfy the prurient desires of sexual predators. Queens District Attorney Richard Brown said, "This case should serve as a warning to all such predators that the law enforcement community will do everything within its power to protect underage children." Edwin, presently a blah, blah, blah in the Bronx, who worked as a limousine driver, pleaded guilty on January 9th to possessing a sexual performance by a child before acting Queens Supreme Court Justice Dorothy Chin Brandt, who imposed the determinate sentence of 4 months in jail and 10 years probation. And he's got to register as a level 1 sex offender.
Ah, he's got to register.
Did
nice.
They say, this makes a big difference to me, too. Did they say it was boys or girls?
I don't know.
They didn't say.
Oh.
Here's where it gets interesting. According to Brown, Edwin's wife at the time discovered child porn on his personal laptop computer and notified the police.
She turned him in.
The police.
You got to be kidding me.
She could have just had him. She could have beat him over the head with the computer when he got home and then just had him. Whatever she wanted.
Look, if it was like this is it. Oh, that kills me. I'm going home and throwing my computer out. Because my girl caught me with a bunch of stuff too. I got bagged. I mean, she called me a serial killer.
What was it?
It was all like Brazil.
They weren't underage girls.
Well, no, she's not going to find that stuff. That was under. You put those in like a file in a file name.
Oh, and they'll never find them there.
Tate file. Mac 2733 nickel 5.
Yeah, because the FBI would never find it.
Yeah,
but that's terrible. You're kidding me.
The FBI's probably have been listening to our show for a while.
Yeah,
and they've probably been checking out the message boards for a very long time.
So that's
the fact of what's going on with the story.
Scary.
All right,
I wouldn't care if they searched every computer I had.
Please don't say
Ain't going to find anything.
They can have my computer tomorrow.
Find anything on mine.
I don't give a crap.
I'm a good boy.
According to the guy's lawyer, Morales, or Edwin's wife, discovered child porn on his personal laptop computer and notified police. At the time of his arrest on November 10th, Edwin, that the laptop being held by the police was his and that he had possessed it while living at... All right, whatever. Edwin also admitted that he maintained a fan website, OAvirus.com, based on the radio show Opie and Anthony, and that he received unsolicited mail, and that's why probably the FBI has been checking out things for a while, including a CD containing images and video clips of children engaged in sexual activity, which he had downloaded onto his personal laptop computer. In pleading guilty, Edwin admitted that he possessed more than 95 images on his personal laptop depicting young children less than 15 years of age engaging in sexual acts. And then finally, the last sentence of the story that most people would never get to, it says Brown, who's Edwin's lawyer, noted that there was no evidence that either Opie and Anthony or their radio show was involved in the defendant's criminal conduct.
Ah, see?
They let us off the hook, the last effing sentence of the story.
Who's burning
Why
discs?
couldn't they say that at the first sentence?
Who's burning discs and shipping them out to people? Oh, my God.
His wife turned him in.
Wife turned him in.
How do you feel? Ugh.
What?
So there you go.
I was doing research.
Honey?
I'm doing a documentary.
And AP decided to pick up the story, so it's kind of floating around.
It's out there.
It's floating around.
Oh, God.
Let's go to Angela on Long Island. Angela.
Yeah, hi. You're not distancing yourselves at all from this guy.
Are you kidding me?
You're making it sound like your pornography is the same as this stuff.
What?
Angela, first of all, there was a joke or two by Bob Kelly. Absolutely,
I was only joking.
We're not defending this guy.
I was only joking.
Are you kidding me? We're not defending the guy.
Angela, what are we supposed to do? Make a statement? Make some kind of phony statement? I would like to say I don't condone. I think it's obvious that whatever this guy was doing, it was of his own accord.
You're talking about your own pornography and how your wife won't find that.
Oh, yeah. What about our own pornography?
Well, you might want to just distance yourself a little bit more.
Wait, what's wrong with having pornography on your computer, though?
I have nothing against pornography as long as it doesn't involve children.
Well, it doesn't. Did anybody say we had?
Nobody said they had pornography.
Bob said if anybody did have it, you should hide it in like some kind of files where your wife isn't going to be able to pop up pics of the kids and say we don't have any kids, and then open the folder and see all those. He's saying perhaps this guy was stupid.
Again, I was joking about it. I mean, when you have...
I was only joking.
Exactly. When you have porn on your computer and you're trying to hide it from your girl, you don't leave it on your desktop porn.
Whether it's legal porn or illegal porn.
Yeah, you put it under... I just said you put it in a folder, and you name it dumb names so she can never get onto it.
And you say that's advocating child pornography?
I did not say advocating.
Well, who wrote that there?
Huh?
I was looking at the phone screen.
I used the word advocating. I said that you were not distancing yourselves.
I think it's pretty obvious we are. I mean, I was really, really surprised when I found out who it was because the guy seemed, pretty normal to me. The little contact I had with the guy.
Seemed like a normal guy. He was kind of a loner, but
I saw him all the time. He never seemed out of whack.
He's happy. I saw him around kids. He never seemed to look a little weird at him. I mean,
he was dressed in a clown suit and had a bag of dum-dums. Seemed like a
bag of dum-dums. Yeah, listen to yourself. Shut up.
Angela.
Yeah.
Will you stop listening to yourself?
Are you trying to assess?
I'm listening to you guys.
No, you're turning up your radio to, wow, I want to critique myself as it's going down.
I sounded good.
I should wait for the phone call to be over with. There's enough delay, you'll hear most of it.
You married, Angela?
I said about 5 words to your 105.
You married?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got a computer at home?
Yeah.
You going to check it now?
Yeah.
Excuse me?
You going to check it?
I don't have time.
Don't have time, do you?
No, I don't.
Go into your husband's program files,
Yeah.
okay, and anything named Win or something like that, go in there and keep digging, and you'll find that file I was talking about.
Win. Just go into the search feature and put .jpg.
Exactly.
And just see whatever comes up.
Yeah, this guy is effed. He's going to jail for 4 months for child porn. Ugh.
Anything like _time. Things like that you might want to check into.
And child pornography aren't that popular in prison these days.
No. Not like the old days, right, Bob? What are you talking about these days? In the old days, they embraced them.
Well, Edwin's wife did the absolute right thing. I just wanted to add that.
Yeah.
All right, Angela.
Yeah, of course she did.
You think so?
Guys. You don't?
I'm just I asked you. Relax.
You are defense, Angela.
Listen, Rosie O'Donnell. I'm just asking you a question. So if you found child pornography on your guy's computer, you'd rat him to the cops. You wouldn't go to him and go, "What are you doing? Why don't you get help?" You wouldn't go, "Hey, go get help. You need help. You're a sicko. I'm going to divorce you. You need to go get therapy and try to get your stuff together, or I'm going to rat you out to the cops." You just go right to the cops and throw them in jail and ruin everything, knowing that, you know what, this isn't something that people do because they're healthy. He's a mental patient and needs help.
Well, the child porn is a tough one.
He'll get help.
I got to be honest with you.
He'll get help in prison.
Yeah, he's going to get a lot of help.
It just sounds to me like Angela perhaps still has that light in her eye from the uncle's flash cube going off. Maybe
Exactly my point.
Maybe there was a little problem there. Angela's a little hypersensitive.
Yeah, exactly.
Child porn's a rough one. I mean,
exactly. That's my point.
He put his finger. Anthony just put his finger on it, though.
Exactly. Well, so did Uncle. There's no defending it. We're not trying to defend it. You would be insane to sit on any program and try to defend child pornography.
Yes, exactly.
If it came off that way, Angela.
I was only joking.
No, your child porn. They're the biggest scumbags on the planet. But still, if if my wife turned me in, that's pretty.
The wife turned you in.
Oh, that's
the wife.
Isn't that some of the vows?
Huh?
For better, for worse, sickness, health, kiddie porn, regular porn. Nothing like that in the vows. We wrote our own vows.
If I catch you, you get one break.
You get one shot.
You get one shot.
I hit you in the gut with the laptop.
All right, Angela.
Bye, guys.
All right.
Thanks.
Yeah, I mean, the child porn thing is a rough one.
Yeah, it's a tough one, but what are you going to do?
I was like, I read that last night, like, what?
Yeah, that's bad.
What?
This guy wants to know, is this going to affect OA Virus, the site? Yes. There's no owner.
Yeah.
It's now one of those rudderless ships. It's just cruising the internet ocean.
Last I checked, it was up there.
Yeah.
But who in their right mind is going to download
any file?
Just an innocent fan.
What does this say? Great. O&A in studio with Greg Brady.
God, all
Let
my
me
friends
download
told me
that.
All my friends told me about the homeless shopping spree. Oh, I could go to this site and download. That's terrific. Who's crazy enough to download anything from there?
Homeless shopping. But what's this? What's this extra file?
That site is just sitting there.
What's this? Lolita_takes it.
That site is just sitting there in an ocean, and even the sharks aren't going to touch it.
Yeah, there's a lot of those websites that are just abandoned ships on the internet ocean where they've been there forever, just no one at the helm. They're there just clogging up the internet, bumping into other sites. That's one of them right now.
Unless he gets an hour break a day in jail. To go to,
I don't know. Update his site. Excuse me. Can I update my site?
I'll help you with your taxes if you let me update my site.
I'll help you with my tax. Can I fix the roof? I need some helpers and some beer.
I'll tell you right now, for all the people that heard about this story and went to the site after reading the story, you're just nuts. Yeah. You are nuts.
I want people to know.
I want to check it out and see if the site's still working. Really?
I want people to know also, though.
You're going to be getting a knock, knock, knock.
You can download Opie and 12-year-old Gary, and it is a safe file.
Yes. Just a little
innocent discussion of hockey with a child.
A little fan of the show that's now probably 20-something years old.
27.
Type in hockey with a child.
Hockey with a child.
You know what comes up with that? Like 19,000 little... That's a code word for something on the porn. I checked out hockey.
Awful.
Just type in hockey with a child.
Look, all kidding aside, child porn that's a rough one.
That's what they take a kid.
That's a rough one.
Nah, forget it.
It's a rough one,
There's no defending it. The
Absolutely
guy,
not.
That's bad.
The guy obviously is he has his share of problems.
Yeah, dude.
Now he's in the joint for 4 months, and then he's got 10 years of probation, and he's got to register as a sex offender.
A lot of people saying he got a light sentence, though, only 4 months.
4 months is a light
You know what
sentence.
it is? If you have it on you, and there's no record that you were distributing it, or like the people that actually distribute this stuff, those are the people that get the big time sentences. If you have it on your computer and there's no record that you're trading these things, you're going to get a lighter sentence.
Yeah.
I think it's the guy's first offense also. And 10 years probation and registering as a sex offender, all right, he's doing 4 months in prison, which ain't going to be no treat. But
then you're done. Because you know you can't stop. You know he can't stop. And once you're caught, these guys get caught, they get caught again.
oh, they'll get caught. They'll be watching them. They'll be watching them.
You can't. This guy's going to stop. You just don't quit.
And he's going to have
cigarettes.
And you're going to Google map his
house,
your neighborhood, and
you could Google
all
the
that
little
red dot over your house.
The red dot.
What is that?
Oh, there's sites where you can.
What? You don't know about that?
No,
see all the sex offenders in your neighborhood.
At this point, it's a game. I forgot the site, but you put in your address and you see all the creeps that live near you.
Really?
Oh yeah, it's all dots.
Oh my God!
So your car parked in front of one of the houses.
I want to get all my friends' name and see if there's dots on their houses.
The Kelly house.
Oh, jeez.
Kind of creepy though when you just put your address in and you see a few dots pretty close. You're like,
right down the road.
Holy!
You're surrounded by red dots, and then you fill up. Wow! I didn't know you're gonna get that site. That's amazing. So this guy's going in for 4 months.
4 months.
That's nothing.
Yeah.
And he's going to be in solitary for the most of the time.
Yeah, you think they'll separate him?
They got to for 4 months.
Oof.
They put him in population. He's going to get killed.
The site is mapsexoffenders.com. Have fun with that one if you haven't yet.
And it's a white guy, right? It's got to be a white guy. It's an O&A virus. Yeah, it's like
multicultural type of guy.
He's a black guy?
Is he?
Well, he's Morales, so he's got a little Spanish in him.
Little Hispanic.
But it looked like he was that Spanish, so he's got a little something else probably as well. I don't know.
I don't even remember what he looks like.
Isn't Edwin more of a... What type of name is that?
Edwin? That could be... With Morales, that could be Spanish.
Yeah. Sounds like from the show Lost. Edwin.
All right. So... We got to see that last night. That was just terrific.
As a treat when your name pops up in a kiddie porn story.
Oh my God!
It's wonderful.
And the dopey
proud moment.
This is why I hate the media. They attached made sure they attached our names to this story. Nice.
Twice.
Twice. And
right
first
at the beginning
line
and the end.
Well, yeah. Well, no. There's 1, 2, 3 mentions in this version of the story, and the last sentence is where they let us off the hook, like basically tell everyone we have nothing to do with this.
Oh,
the fact that he was a fan of the show and had a unofficial website.